Hi, this is Johnny R with Hot Toys Sideshow TV, and today I wanted to show you a custom Corgi Batmobile that I received. And since I got this one and it was a restoration for me, I could give you guys a few tips on buying original Corgis. There are some counterfeits on the market out there, since there are a ready supply of aftermarket parts to restore cars, and they go for big money if you don't know what you're looking for. Cars go anywhere from that top right one in the 900s to like this one in the fives and this one in the threes, and it really depends on whether the cars have boxes or not. Now that's an original box for that car, for that 66, but this box is a reproduction box that looks pretty much exactly like it, with no wear and tear, and that comes with this car, the custom that I have done. Let me just put these on out of the way for a second so I can show you the custom. The reason I got this car, I always liked the Corgi, but I was always a huge fan of the TV show. And Corgi had built their own car, and George Barris had built the TV show car, and they went with a certain amount of the designed Corgi, but it was expensive to produce the car, and they were selling like crazy anyway, so they didn't get that into it. So this is a restoration, and it really gives a lot of details of the actual movie car. For instance, you'll see the bat wheels on it, and you'll see the red striping, and you'll see the red striping on the front. Also, you will check out on the interior, and it has that green GPS thing for the criminals. This centerpiece is painted black. On Corgis, that is always chrome. Also in the back seat, if you can check that out, it's black with the silver speaker and then silver behind it, whereas it would be all silver on a regular Corgi. Another thing with this car is this car's exhaust. It has no tow hitch on it like the movie car, and the exhaust, you can see, pulsates in and out. Now this car should not do that. This 66 does. The reason why this car shouldn't do that is because this car is a 1976 car, and you can figure that out by taking a look at the bottom. And right down there it says Batmobile, and in that little rectangle of letters it says National Publication. You can also, well, that's a reason to tell it's the 66, but another thing to look at is how clean the rivets are. On a regular Corgi they'll be a little bit gray. So this is the custom car done after the TV show, with a reproduction box, and that was about $140. So I thought that's pretty good considering Corgis, and I always wanted something like that. To go switch This is actually a 66. This is the first year that the Corgi made the Batmobile. And this one's in near mint condition. This one, you can see that the tires on this car are actually rubber. And those are red bats that are on there. The canopies are blue, or aqua. It's got the missile launchers. The exhaust, you can see, does go in and out. And if you can see there in the back, by the tail lights, it's not filled in. There's kind of a scoop inside of there. And on this car, you can see the rivets are darker. So that's one thing you're going to want to look at when you are looking at a Corgi to see if it's been redone, the rivets. This one says Batmobile Batman on it. A matte black one was made for 6 months, and then they switched over to gloss in 66. So you won't see a whole lot of matte ones around. Next up, this is a box for it, but this is a 1973 Corgi. Now Corgi, a few things you can tell by it. They switched from the rubber tires on the 66, and they went to something called whiz wheels, which were hard plastic. And these are 8-spoke wheels. They also had a trailer hitch on it, and the frame did not pulsate on it. The reason for that was back in 68, 69, they came out with the Bat boat, and there was no way to tow it, so there was an adapter for these cars, or a little piece of plastic, and everybody lost it. So this is a 73. And then also this one right here, it's not quite in as good as condition. This one is also a 73. The difference with this car though, it has a purple canopy, kind of purple, and since it does have that purple canopy, it has different wheels on it. They're 12-spoke, and instead of being smooth, you can see they have little treads on them. Now that doesn't usually come out until 76, but on the purple canopied 73s, they did use it. You can see these ones are smooth on the 8s. Now there's a bunch of places that you can, well actually the best place, if you went and Google and typed in Corgi Batmobile variations, there's a website that'll give you a list of all the different variations on the Batmobiles and what your year should come with. And if you're looking to invest in some Corgi Batmobiles, and they are an investment, I'd recommend you look there and have fun, because it brings back a little bit of your childhood. Alrighty, thanks a lot guys.